That
you
is
don't
true.
need anything.
I think it's very hard rock.
It is hard rock. We're talking geology. And
The
shit,
truth
so.
is hard rock. It's a search for truth. That fucking this, like
I'm
in
just singing out
music,
loud,
in
man.
music
It's whatever.
itself, they've been trying to tell the truth, and fucking people get off. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You really
Yeah.
got to soul search and try to find what you believe.
But you like the name Cosms.
Yeah, that's a really cool name. I like that. Mike.
Chris likes it.
Yeah, I like Cosmos. I think that's a cool name.
Soul by the man
Someday.
in the hat.
Someday. I get it. One thing at a time. We're doing Hard Rock Life, yeah. We are
Yeah.
going to do Cosms.
What's a hard rock? No, I'm just kidding.
Cosm's going to be a thing one day.
Are you doing this again?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was a split.
Yeah,
oh,
we
you
had
gotta give me a little
We do it segments.
faster notification here.
Whee! And we're back to It's a Hard Rock Life.
We've been back, baby.
Apparently we've been back. It's just
Well, you got to tell us
bad
these
at
things,
notifying
man.
us. I just also have hard-headed. I don't get hints very well, so you have to be like, Dad! Then I'll listen.
As far as the discovering of this nation, there are evidence that the Vikings did. There's the native Japanese, the ones that left China way back when and found the islands of Japan. You know, like,
Wow.
Yeah, back when there was probably a land bridge. Those are the
Yeah. I got you.
yeah. The Ainu.
Yeah, they were like...
Interesting.
Yeah, because we just can't assume that they came over on a ship. It's like
Well, I mean,
you
they-
said, a land bridge. There's a whole ring of fire over there.
Yeah.
That could have been land.
Yeah, what is it? Lemuria or Mu. Those are like two sunken continents that supposedly exist or did at one point. We could talk about the moon because apparently, if you look at, if you are a conspiracy theorist going down the same rabbit holes that I am, then you've read about the moon and how the moon is actually it is a reflection of this Earth. And if you actually isolate certain parts of the moon, there are people that have done it, and they've taken the image of the moon, and they've circled it, and they've reversed it, and it is Earth. It has all the continents and all the features, plus more.
Well, that's
that
one.
apparently don't exist today.
Yeah, that's
But-
one of a few theories.
So that's like Pluto's cave on a like super level. Like they're putting a shadow puppet up there.
I don't think it's a shadow puppet. I think it's honestly, I believe it's a nice. Say that, and I believe that it is when you've heard me say this, when you walk into the bathroom and you look at your face in the mirror, right? It's not like you can see the back of your head. No matter what, when you turn, you can't see the back of your head. You'll only see your face. So when we're looking up at the moon and we never see any other part of the moon, we never see the backside of the moon. There's no rotation. There's nothing.
True.
It's a reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the sun, you can have a partial or complete full eclipse, right? The moon never increases or decreases in size. It's always the same size. It's always the same distance. It never moves. It never rotates. What's going on there?
I think it could be so incremental, though, that humans aren't able to notice that. Just the way the moon revolves around the Earth, we don't revolve around it. So maybe we see that same facet of the moon because as we spin, it spins around us.
Yeah, it spins at the same
Like it-
speed with us, so we always see that phase.
Yeah.
That's the way they
Just a
explain
possibility.
it.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
That's exactly how it is explained, or it is static feature that just goes around us like this. It
Yeah.
doesn't rotate. It's just like it's on a gimbal and it just spins around us, and we always only ever see the face of it.
There's-
But just as a planet, a moon has an axis as well, which must mean it must spin.
It has a wobble. It doesn't have an.
It has
doesn't
a-
have an axis.
It has a wobble.
Yeah, it like goes like this. It does this like weird.
well, there's
That's
like,
odd.
That's the
there's
best
an
way to
interesting.
describe
That's
it.
interesting.
So are
I
you
didn't
saying
know
that the surface is relatively smooth to a point where it reflects back to us?
What does it reflect? What is it reflecting off? Is something that I in the Bible in Genesis it says that the waters above the firmament, seawater,
Separate the water from
separate.
the water.
Yeah, the firmament separates
what
the waters
happens-
of the earth from the waters in the heavens.
So who poked a hole in that?
I don't know. There's a lot of
Did
waters.
That's where you get a bunch of water from mud.
There's a lot of waters, man. There's a whole ocean the size of Atlanta under the Atlantic Ocean. Like there's like
Capture theory.
yes, it captured
I've
the
heard that.
Earth. Yeah,
I've heard that.
exactly. And that's why like it controls our tides, and the moon actually controls the Earth. And so like he talks about that's why the space race is so important to different countries, because who controls the moon controls the Earth. And I'm just like spitting out
Russia.
some of the shit I heard, man. But
Russia's
like
big into that, man.
dude, that was a good fucking episode with that guy. And he started talking about, like, the waters under the waters. They didn't bring up the Bible or the firmament or anything, but I was kind of thinking about that. I'm like, sounds like a firmament kind of situation.
There are a couple of.
It's amazing what's in the Bible that, like, actually seems relative to, like, even science. And,
Yeah.
like, I'm not big on, like, religion, but it's a fucking interesting thing.
Well,
you-
everybody that says Amen is praying to Amen Ra, and they don't know it.
What's that?
Everybody that says Amen at the table, they're praying to Amen Ra, and they don't know it.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the
well,
sun.
Yeah. The sun. There's a lot of sun significance. Like we see a lot of God. To like older civilizations and shit.
That's why
sun.
the Egyptians wanted to be closer to it
Yeah.
Ra.
because
yeah.
of the power. Ra, they wanted the power.
I
Of it.
believe it's referred. I believe it's Sol, S-O-L. I believe that is what our
Yeah.
sun is called.
Yes.
Sol,
Yes.
S-O-L.
Isn't that on a Sublime like album? Or I can picture like SOL with the sun on it. I don't know. I've
That's
seen that.
interesting.
I've seen that somewhere. Yeah.
That sun's made of a bunch of drugs and shit, I think.
I think the sun's local too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's once again observation.
Dude, I think the moon's closer than what they tell us.
The moon is on. The moon is a reflection on the firmament. Yeah, it's definitely the firmament.
So you legit believe in the firmament?
So when I saw
I'm not
that,
passing judgment,
When
I'm
I saw
just-
that
I don't know what
rocket
the
the
fuck.
other day pass through, did you see that?
Yeah,
Did you watch that? They had like
I
a
didn't watch
12
Elon
minute-
Musk's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. Did you see that?
Starlink.
Did you see that?
I did not, but Melissa, and
Watch.
that's the last parting.
It looks. I mean, if you want to get scientific, liquid and fluid dynamics
This-
also is gas.
This could be a crazy fucking thing
Gases
to say.
are also fluids
Yeah.
as far as fluid dynamics go. Gases act the same exact way as liquids do.
Yeah.
They're just at a faster rate because they have less density.
Mhm.
Anyway, when this rocket is traveling through the firmament, it looks
The
like it's
atmosphere.
moving water out of the way.
It appears it could be
It
traveling.
appears
through,
it is
yeah.
moving water out of the way.
Interesting.
And also, a lot of this footage with digital cameras. Digital cameras are incredible now, like
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
And the reason why I say they're incredible is they perceive what they see through what their what is it? Their CID, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Whatever. It's whatever their software
Melt.
and the lenses that they use to capture what they see. They look like a two-dimensional image underwater when you look at them through a camera. And this isn't just YouTube stuff. My buddy brought a camera over, and we were looking at stars, and they all look different, but they all look like they're underwater.
You've been looking at stars your whole life.
Through a telescope, man,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
looks like it looks the same way as your eye kind of sees it if it's a star.
Okay.
But it just has more brilliance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can just see more of that it's light. When you look at a planet, though, when you look at a planet through a telescope, it does not look the same as when you look at it through a camera. It
Interesting.
doesn't, and it's kind of weird. Like
Yeah,
it's
that
like
is
what's
weird.
going on here?
That is
But I'm
weird,
sure
man.
it's just the tech. It's the
Yeah, definitely.
it's the software interpretation of what has released.